Hello, I am live, but I've just realised I have screwed up because you are not on my you're on my Wi-Fi rather than my phone's thing, and I'm actually just gonna clean the camera. Sorry, so prepared this morning. Drop some comments, emojis in the chat if you can see me and you can hear me. I'm hoping this is working because I am using a slightly different setup to normal because my boyfriend is away. Can people see me? Can they hear me? Let me know. Hello. I'm tempted to try and switch the Wi-Fi over to my phone's Wi-Fi, but how is the quality for people? How are we looking? I currently cannot find the washi tape I was going to use, which is the 50mm version of this. And is it like buffering or is it clear? Like, I know you can see in here, but what's the quality looking like? That's what I'm really asking, I suppose. Not too clear, but sound is good. That's possibly not my Wi-Fi then. It's possibly the fact that I'm using my phone camera. Are we not backwards? It looks backwards to me, but I can't tell. I could actually just open the stream on my computer, couldn't I? That's probably the way forward. Okay, on your phone, bit grainy. I mean, we are filming on a different phone. Basically, I normally film on Sojan's phone because it's... Oh, God. Sorry if you just hear me back. Let's mute my computer. So we are filming on a different phone. Yeah, it's quite grainy on mine, but in fact, I'm not going to stream that because it will... But we'll... Yeah. Yeah, I'm on my phone, not his phone. Because basically, he's gone to see his mum. In fact, both of my parents have... No. My boyfriend and my dad, both the boys, have gone and seen it. Gone to see their mums. That's what I'm trying to say. Words are hard work. Right. So, anyway, using this kit, which is Bumble, which I made myself from an artwork. Basically, this is the reason I started making kits, because I absolutely loved this artwork and I really wanted a copy of it, and I couldn't find anywhere that was still using it because it's quite an old artwork. I was going to use the 50mm of this washi, but honestly, I can't find it. I don't know what I've done with it. It was on my desk yesterday, I thought, and no, it's not. So instead, I've got the 10mm, and I thought this was the white with the same pinky rose gold bows, but it's actually very much copperier. So we're going to use that for now, but let's be real, I'll probably switch it when I find the other ones. I also have, these are pinky rose gold confetti headers from Strawberry Line Designs, and I've got my beat overlays because of course I have to use the beat overlays. I've got the twinkle header overlays because I thought they might look really nice over this because there's no deco. I wouldn't be surprised if the cat's stolen it. Yes, Jackie, we're talking about you. That was excellent timing. I know you want to come up, but you're not coming up. Sorry. So sorry, got this twinkle overlay headers and some flags and some foiled functionals and some pinky rose gold headers. Yeah, Jack coming in at the perfect time there. So this is a timed Annie Plans printables insert that I coiled myself. That's what I'm using. And then I have the stickers pulled out, as you can see, because I've got lots of other stickers pulled out on other pages because I've got 3 videos to film today. Yes, he was right on cue. So I haven't really worked out what I'm doing with this planner yet, as you can see. So yeah, I'm using soft rose gold from my shop, but places that have manufactured foil, their rose gold is really pinky. So Strawberry Line Designs is, I think that might be the only one I've got actually, but I know Scribble Prints Co is a similarly pinky rose gold. It's much more pink than other places. So I think I'm actually going to start with the twinkle overlays and see how they look over the headers. I haven't really, this is only the second week I've planned in this planner, and obviously the first one I filmed as well, so I'm literally filming every pre-plan at the moment. So that just gives it a bit of a twinkle. It does need a bit of a rub to make it a bit better clear. I just thought this would sort of give these a bit of a sparkle, and because I haven't made any deco for this kit, it gives it something up here that is pretty, and just gives it a bit more busyness because the rest of the spread will probably be quite busy because that's how I planned. completely not necessary, but nice. And because the inserts I'm using for my memory planning don't have dates in at all, I have to use date covers in that planner. So I'm saving date covers for that planner. That's why I'm not using them. So I've gone the opposite way around. I've gone from having to use date covers in my pre-planner to having to use them in my memory planning. But that's fine. I bought a load of spare date covers for this eventuality. So that is not a problem because I have lots and lots of date covers. What annoys me about this though is that it's like 7:10, not 10 to 7, because it's Americanized dates, which is fine because Annie Plans is in Canada and they use American style dates. But I would prefer it not to say 7:12. Oh no, it's not a problem. I was going to buy undated inserts anyway. So let's deal with the bottom washi next because I don't really know what I'm doing with it. So I'm going to use this light floral one. I think these dark lines are very dark, but then this paper is also very thick. So actually, I think we're probably okay without Tipexing. And actually, I want to put the washi first before that. Because I'm probably going to change this to a 15mm, I'm going to put that right out of the way because it's just going to get in the way there. I'm gonna, and this bottom washi area is actually a bit big in my opinion. It's a bit too big, so I'm probably going to have to 2x out that line for the white washi. But the others, how easy do I find it to make my? It is expensive because a lot of artworks include commercial licensing. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. So TWG Designs, who drew this artwork, does. So the artwork actually turns out to be quite expensive, but it's dead easy to do. If you've got sort of an artistic eye and you can put sort of things together. There's some kits. So I bought one artwork that I absolutely am in love with that I can't make a kit out of because I just, every time I try and put it together, I don't like how it's coming together. So that's interesting. So I am planning on making my own range of planners. This is basically an interim until I actually get to the point I am ready to make my own planner. That's the idea. Until I have the time, because right now I do not have the time. I already do far more than I have time for, really. But the idea is hopefully for January to be able to release some 2021 planners, because these are 6 months. Yeah, once you've got your kit format worked out, making your own kits isn't too bad time-wise, but getting the kit format right is all right, is the bit that takes a long time. And it depends what you think is a long time as well. It's putting together your full boxes that takes the most time. I don't know other people that make them. So I make my full boxes in Photoshop and then I move them across to Silhouette. I know lots of people actually design the whole thing in Photoshop and then move it across. So I think you're about to see what I mean about this bottom washi area. Actually, it's probably all right with this one because I'm using a 10 and a 5mm rather than a pure 15mm. But if I put this bottom washi on that line, if that's just a 15mm, because it's just literally those two washes together rather than having those two gaps, it's a bit big. In fact, I can probably show you one last week, which is a sneak peek of tomorrow's video. There's just the gaps are a bit big, but that's fine. That's a sneak peek of tomorrow's video. Yeah. So the plan is to release my own planners. I have got some bigger coils coming because I don't think you get more than 6 months on these coils. They were meant to be sending me a sample of the bigger coils, but it hasn't arrived yet. So I might harass them a bit because I want to know what size coil to buy. But we'll see. Yeah, full boxes are the time consuming bit to me. I think lots of different people will find different parts time consuming. Actually putting the artwork into a silhouette thing isn't too bad, but is it this kit? Yes, it is. So you can see I accidentally used the wrong green on these tart checklists. It should be this sort of deeper green, and I accidentally used a brighter green. So you can have problems with that as well. I'm just going to take a drink of my tea, and then I need to cut this bottom washi down a bit. So, actually, they don't look too bad. Maybe it's just the new printable inserts that are less easy to line up the bottom washi. I can't remember. Anyway, sidebar is the next thing to deal with. So this fits a full box perfectly, but I actually want to put the month up here. So I actually think I'm going to Tipex out this top little bit there, maybe 3 lines. Would that be enough? And then grab one of the long thin flags, if I can find my own flags. What should we go with? I might go with this really dark one, except it's sort of pointing the way I don't want it to, but that's fine. I'm going to pop that up here, like that. And then I'm going to grab out my July 2020, which are these are sized for a vertical planner. It might be that I want a bit of washi rather than a flag. Yes, I do want a bit of washi rather than a flag, which means this probably isn't going to stick very well next time because it's now got Tipex all over the back of it, but oh well. But we'll find a piece of washi instead. There are some thicker strips of washi in these kits as well. And use that one instead because it will be hard to write over. And then just pop July 2020 over it. And we've got our month. And then we're going to put the full box. And I'm thinking, what overlays did I pull out? I don't think there's any quotes on the B overlay boxes, are there? Where are my overlay boxes? No. So I can either... I think I might do this girl and put this overlay over it. I think that's the plan for the quote box in the place formerly known as quote as what's the name? CLL09 would say. Is that the right person? Yeah, I think it's hard deciding which artworks to release. I don't know. That's my impression because there are so many gorgeous artworks out in the world. So it's choosing which ones are different from other things you're releasing. And yes, Caitlin, box formerly known as quote is what she calls this area. So next thing in my sidebar, I think I'm going to put my habit trackers. Should we have habit trackers or should we go Monday through Sunday box? What do we think? I think I'm gonna use the full foiled headers in my sidebar to break up the sections. Put that there. Yeah, do we want Monday through Sunday box first or do we want habit trackers first? What do we think? Waiting for opinions. And then I'm going to use this to have a header for whatever it is we do. Either way. Any real thoughts? I'm just going to have another drink. I got out of bed super late today, so this is my first cup of tea in the morning. Monday through Sunday box. So I think I'm going to use the black one, even though a lot of this side part is going to be super dark. I'm going to use the black one because I'm less bothered about seeing what's written in this box in the long term. And I don't know how white gel pen would work in it. Whereas the box in my memory planner, I definitely want to be able to see what's written on it. This sidebar, like the planners that must not be named, sidebars, the lines are exactly 3.8 centimetres or 1.5 inches, and it means that you have to like line up your boxes absolutely perfectly, so you can't see black dots either side, and it's really hard to do. Or just accept that you're going to have a little bit either side. So Monday through Sunday box, and that I'm just going to title this week using the new headers from my shop. There's a this week header there. Hello. There's this week, and then habit trackers, and that's what's next. And in my kits, because I know I use 3 habit trackers, I actually have in 3 habit trackers. So we're just header. Again, I'm just going to use one of these strips again for a header. And I literally am making this sidebar up as I go along. You'll see it's similar to last week's, but different. And I'm going to have an awkward amount of space we're going to have to work out what on earth to do with at the bottom of the page. But that is future Tilly's problem. Because this is all like I know I want to put in my sidebar. It might be that I cut down a heart checklist to fill up the rest of the space, or I might just put some washi in. But we'll see. Or I might just pop in a half box for like my focus of the week. What do we think? What should I do with this last little bit of sidebar? Last week I put in a priorities 3 heart check box. Oh, I forgot to put in my average weight box, so we need to put a load of stuff up. Standard Tilly. Luckily, the paper I use plus my premium mat, Anna's premium mat, does come up if you peel it up pretty much straight away. It comes up quite easily. It does like occasionally rip, but you'll see I've not touched undo this thing, and there are no tears so far. So we need to pop a quarter box underneath the Monday through Sunday tracker for my average weight for the week. And I think I'd quite like to use a green one, but I'm not sure. There's a green rounded one, but I prefer a squared off box. Oh, I can use the green appointment label here. And that will work. And just pop that in there, and then pop down all of this again. Interestingly, you can see through that green box, you can see the line underneath it, just about, if you were really looking for it. But nothing else I can really see the lines through. They are really, really dark lines in this planner though. Which is a little bit annoying. I'm going to put these back in a different order because I think it will look better now that green is there. Forgot my header, didn't I? You can tell I'm not used to doing this sidebar yet, can you? I will get there, eventually work out what I'm doing with this sidebar, but because it's like a new length sidebar, I'm not quite used to it yet, but we'll get there. I really like the bright pop of yellow in this kit. I think it makes it much prettier. But I love yellow, so I'm a bit biased there, really, aren't I? There aren't my 3 habit trackers, and then we come back to the problem of this little gap. It may just be that I put so if we pop another header in, there's like space for a quarter box or a strip of washi. Kind of tempted just to put a strip of washi in the bottom. What do we think? Quarter box, half box. I don't think a half box will fit there anymore. A third box might just, no, not even a third box, it would be a quarter box. We can put a quarter box, but then I need a decision of what I'm going to put in the quarter box. Or we can put a strip of washi. Don't know. While I'm waiting for some opinions on that, what I'm going to do is, last week I didn't put a header at the top of the day, and I felt really weird. I don't know why. So we need to sort of put something here, and I'm going to try this week putting in these headers, and I think I'm going to alternate, or should I do, no, let's just do all foiled headers. I was going to use the headers from the kit. Quarter box for weekly focus, washi, fancy label. Oh, we're getting mixed opinions. It makes it harder to make a decision. I might just abandon it and come back to it later. Word to summarize the week. Ooh, that's a good idea. I do that in my memory planner, which I'm also going to struggle with a new sidebar of because there's not a hexagon filling up the sidebar. But yeah, basically I just felt like the day didn't start properly without a header. It just looked a bit odd. I don't know why I felt like that, but I did. So we're putting a header down every day to instead start off the week. That header was not straight and it was annoying me. So that's those. I just feel like it starts off a bit better like that. Don't know why, it just does. Right, I'm going to put in a box, I think, but I haven't decided what the box is going to be for. So that's still to be decided. Next up, I'm going to pop washi down when I'm at work. And I'm actually working Monday to Saturday this week, which I kind of regret not having it taken Monday off as well. I'm off all of this week because basically I wish I had. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I regret not taking Monday off because I've got another week's holiday I need to take in July, otherwise I'll lose it. So I don't know why I didn't take more time off now, so I didn't have to work a 6-day week, but too late now. I mean, I could probably have a day off, but I'm not that bothered. Because the way our annual leave works, we have to take it each rotation. Well, also, I'm actually completely changing. I'm going from my the foundation program into actual training contract. So my job is properly changing. Although I am going to be working for the same trust. But well, I will survive with a 6-day week, I'm sure. It's not like I've not done 6-day weeks before. I'm actually working a 7-day week, 1 week, because I'm on nights, so I might try and take some of that week off as well. Not excited for that, but I'm sure it'll be fine, really. I am super thirsty this morning. I'm like glugging this tea down. I suppose I haven't had a drink since I went to bed last night, so that would be why. I feel like this isn't straight, and it's quite difficult to tell whether it's straight or not, because and they're also not in the same place each day. Oh well. No, this is a long day. In fact, work finishes at 10, so this goes right through to there. To be honest, I will probably just go straight to bed after work, but might not. So that is washi in for my work shifts. There. Next, we'll pop in something for yoga and my morning activity. I did pull out a weekend banner, but I don't really know how to put it. I might put it over the bottom washi. How did I pick my inserts? Sorry, I missed that question. Basically, I couldn't find an insert I loved. The Justini's printable one, which is my planner up here. No, it's downstairs. I was going to show you, but it's downstairs. Is just like boxes. So imagine this layout with no dates at the top, and this whole section is just blank with 3 boxes, and then there's nothing here across the bottom. That's kind of what the Justini's printable insert I'm using is like. It will be in a memory plan with me eventually, but I think the first memory plan with me in that planner will be for this week that I'm planning now, so it won't be out for a while. But that's fine. That's sort of the plan for that. I'm just pulling out the things that I had pulled out for my sidebar, putting those down. I've normally, by the time I do this video, I've normally been up for quite a while, so but honestly, I had a lie-in this morning. Well, I stayed in bed this morning for a while, so not happened today, which is absolutely fine. But so I'm not normally quite as thirsty as I am. I've normally had like at least a glass of water and my tea before I start my video. I'm normally on my like 2nd or 3rd cup of tea. So I think this is going to have the title of priorities because my habits are sort of priorities. There. And then we've still got that bit of space. Cool. Let's just put a quarter box in that space and work out what is for later. What colour do we need a bit more representation in of the sidebar in? I'm thinking yellow. Yellow? Probably yellow or pink. Yellow or pink. What do we reckon? Yellow. Always yellow in my opinion, to be fair. Yellow is always my preference. Hetty was first, so we're going with yellow. Beth agrees, so we're good. There we go. That is sidebar finished off. So we need to pop in morning stuff. So just threw my stickers on the floor and pop those off to the side because we don't need them for a while. Thing we need for this. And then got skinny appointment labels here. So I'm just going to pop in. So every morning I try and have 2 things. One on a label of some variety and one just sort of free floating or on. So one of them is for whatever exercise I do that morning, which at the moment is just yoga. It's meant to be changing up, but it hasn't yet. And the other one is for whatever my little task as part of my morning routine is. I was wearing my yellow PPP hoodie yesterday. I'm not dressed today, so I'm not. I may well be wearing it today, but I'm currently not wearing clothing. I'm wearing pajamas. I'm wearing Harry Potter pajamas at that. I don't know, you can sort of see. These are pajamas. Just centralising that a bit better. Yes, but I was wearing my Plan hoodie yesterday. Just gonna put different things along the top. And I like to switch up whether my yoga or the other thing is on, which side everything's on, and except I think actually for all 3 of those I put the icon on the same side, so on the bottom one. So I haven't done my yoga or my morning routine this morning, and that's fine. Some days you need to be in bed for longer instead of doing productive things. And that is completely fine. Need another appointment label. I love these like skinny labels, they're great. Every single morning try and do something productive as well. I mean, mine will be, instead of joggers, it'll be jeggings. But because jeggings are pretty much the only trousers I ever wear, other than work trousers, which at the minute is scrubs. So I either wear scrubs or jeggings at the moment. So I feel you, Beth. That is perfectly, acceptable clothing. Heart at that side. Do another paint blob somewhere. Do paint blob at that side. And then I think we'll do 2 swatches. One there. I mean, that'll be for tidying anyway. And a swatch the other way for Friday. Sorted. Then let's just pop the yoga stickers. Yeah, when are people going back to work? When are you actually back to sort of having to go into offices? I mean, I've been at a work the entire time because of the sort of work I do. You can't really do it from home. When is everybody else like heading back into offices or whatever? My dad isn't going back anytime soon. My brother isn't going back anytime soon. My brother's work, how my brother feels about that, but his wife is back at work.